I think the Tannery is a great place. It's not necessarily a place where you're going to get a lot of creative input in terms of your work, but it sort of inspires you because you see a lot of working artists. So it isn't as if we sit or, it's not like Paris in the 1920s where people are going into cafes and, generating new ideas. I think everybody does that on their own, at least the people that I know. But it's great to be in a place where everybody is a working artist, that they do their art as a big part of their life. So I think it inspires you that way. And then, I think it's a great group of people. I mean, I like everybody. Artists are always known as have a bit of character, and I like living with that type of people. I like that energy that's here with that. And then it's fun also associating with people that are outside the visual arts. There's dancers and there's musicians. So that creativity that they bring in, I like as well. Sort of that,
My experience here has been a positive one in that I have this beautiful live-work space, much more square footage than I've ever been able to afford in Santa Cruz, a much cleaner, newer environment for art making as well as living. And I also feel living here has connected me more to the art scene, the local art scene. I've met many more people and I've been involved in many more shows since moving in here.
It's been real interesting living here at the Tannery. Actually, it's been a dream come true. I've wanted a live-work space since I was my early 20s. Lived in San Francisco for 13 years, trying to realize that, but by the time I got to San Francisco, everything was already starting to gentrify, including Oakland. So having this space is pretty cool. I've got to know a lot of people, and some of my artwork is being influenced by those relationships. And of course, living in a small community that lives in tight quarters, it has its challenges, but the benefits far outweigh the challenges, believe me. That's my experience.
I sort of traded a garden and a country for immediate connection. And I was just telling somebody, you're in the hallway and somebody's carrying these dishes of food saying, come on over, there's way too much food. I mean, it's always connection, or as much as you want to have.
Well, I really enjoy, the community, and I really enjoy how that's, developing, and how people, even though with all the things that are happening with people in their lives and their, all their stuff, people are still willing to interact and communicate, and the more that people are willing to do that, regardless of their situations, people are, realizing the truth of what we enjoy doing. It's to communicate and realize that we're not separate, as opposed to, we've been educated to feel that we are individuals and that we're isolated and everybody, it's a competition. And this place, to me, represents community and people working together, and that we're not separate. That's something that I feel very strongly about here.
Well, the big difference I have living at the Tannery than where I lived before is that I have space to paint. And I've been painting a lot more in my life right now. This year alone, I've painted at least over 30 paintings, oil paintings, and I've also started a series of watercolors for a collaboration between a poet and myself.
Well, I moved in right when it opened, about 2 years ago, so I've been here from the beginning.
What do you think?
It's been wonderful. It's a great space to be in. It's just what we need, just what we want. We're here in a 2-bedroom. We've got a space which is rather unique. It runs parallel to the river and the building itself. So we get 2 banks of these incredible windows that go from floor to ceiling. And we're in the midst of a community of creative people. And we're meeting people from the get-go, and every day and every month you get introduced to someone else, and it's a slow unfolding process. And it's just getting better and better as the time goes on.
Solo people who all go west, run them trails and grab your key, take what's good and kill the rest. How should try